Hello, welcome back everybody. Uh, yeah, okay, we're doing this boss battle. Let's see how this goes again.
Well, we came here just like the guy wanted us to. Are you sure?
I'm gonna skip this. Go to my earlier video if you need to see that.
At least tell me the reason.
I told you I don't want to talk.
I forgot what was my strategy. Okay, I think it was this.
Focus. All right.
I probably should charge my battery. Oh crap.
I just wanted to stay out of this. Fine. Will you please calm down, Sugumi?
What the heck?
Kasane, if this keeps up, neither of you will come out unhurt. Do you really want to kill Yuito? I'm not done. You don't have to help me if you don't want to. Just stay out of my way. Hey, step out of it! I'm sorry. Thank you. Kasane, we should attack them individually. We should nullify the other two before Yuito.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Actually, I didn't hear that before. Wow.
You won't be killed.
Ooh.
We need to regroup. Lend me your power.
You owe me.
This is actually more annoying than I thought.
There, that should do it.
Wow, I don't remember Luca being this annoying.
A platoon member is in danger. Someone post a note. I'm borrowing this.
Thank me later.
Use it well. Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
What the heck?
Focus. It's useless.
Some are close to their limit. I'm not done yet.
The heck?
Stay down. That's a lifesaver.
Wow. I don't remember Luca being this annoying. I don't. I remember the girl being annoying. She was super annoying. Her gun can easily wipe you out. Just like a 3-burst shot she does. It's super annoying. It's instant kill. What the heck is going on with this boy? He's like sniffs some crack or something. Some coke. Before going into this battle this time around. He's like jumping all over the place. He's like teleporting like way too much. I don't remember him being this energetic at all. He was slow, sluggish, easily avoidable. Why is he so difficult now? Oh well, we'll try this again. Yeah, Rip.
I'm using.
Why are you
Pretty
trying
curious
to kill
about the
me?
cutscene
At least tell
I
me
did
the
in the
reason.
last video.
I told you I don't want to talk.
No. Why am I locking to Yuito? It keeps
Now,
locking onto her.
it'll work. For you, Kasane. If you're trying to kill Yuito,
The heck?
I'll do everything to stop you.
I just wanted to stay out of this. Fine. Will you please calm down, Sugumi?
Kasane, if this keeps up, neither of you will come out under. Do you really want to kill Yurito? You don't have to help me if you don't want to. Just stay out of my way. Kasane, we should attack them individually. We should nullify the other two before Yurito. I'm borrowing this. Please, Yuka. There's a weakened member.
It's useless.
I'm not done yet.
Some are close to their limit.
Can you handle it?
You owe me.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Work hard.
What the heck? I didn't mean to activate that again.
That was close.
Okay, now it's a sniper. Or the
I'm
gunner.
using it.
Thank you later.
Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
That's a lifesaver.
Lend me your power.
Sorry. Don't listen to me. Sorry.
I don't have a choice.
Sorry.
Some are close to their limit.
We need to regroup.
Where there's life, there's...
Close.
It's not over yet.
What the heck?
I'm not done yet.
Sorry. Can you handle it?
You owe me.
Please, Yuka. There, that should do it. There's a weakened member.
Work hard.
I'm not done yet. This should.
I remember this. Which one is it? Triangle, circle.
Yurito!
Oh, circle. Yes!
You got this, Kasane.
What's happening?
Don't
What was that? Why aren't they attacking him?
Sorry. Can you handle it?
Thank you later. I don't have a choice.
Lend me your power.
Why?
Hey, stand by me. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Don't resist. Sorry.
choice. I won't be killed.
Not bad.
The psychic abilities are definitely faster. I remember them darting across the room like they are now. Some enemies that use powers can create a brain field with some exceptions. You can use psychokinesis attacks while in an enemy's brain field. You will need to overcome it with weapon attacks or SAS. Brain fields will disperse after a set time, so you'll need to wait it out. Ooh, that's kinda bad. It's okay though. So I have invisibility.
What's happening, Sonny? Yuito has the upper hand here.
You sure? Like, if we just stay still. Wow. Wait, is that how long we have to be in this build? 30 seconds? Has he noticed me? No. Oh, at least he was 10 a little bit.
There's a member down. How do they look? Get it together. Some are close to their limit.
Oh gosh, I almost went straight for it. Oh, where's he? Okay.
I'm borrowing this.
You own it.
Blade Kyoka.
Can you handle it?
Thank me later.
Come on, just get stunned. Yes! This is it.
Not yet.
Oh, I thought that would have been it.
Please, Kagura.
I can't grab this one? Dang it.
Gotcha. Damn it. Help me. Yes. Shut up and die.
Kasane, why? Kasane, tell me. Why did you kill my father and join Seiran? Is it because my father was involved in metamorphosis research? Because New Himuka turned Naomi into an other?
So you found out about it too. Yes, that's exactly right.
Master Yuito! Kodama is here!
Huh?
Kodama. Great, just what we needed. We should fall back to our hideout.
Wait, Kasane!
I like how after that fight, he was all better again. Like as if we only wore him down a bit, instead of like how that fight just literally ended when he was like, Kasane, why? As if he just gave us last breath, and all of a sudden, you know, 70% of himself
This is
healed.
completely messed up. How can you just decide to kill Yuito like that? That day we came back from the future, you said that it wasn't going to be an easy decision yourself.
Our future depends on it.
Look, if that's your argument, do you actually have proof that it's all true? I'm sorry, but I just don't believe that killing Yuito is the answer to solving everything. Besides, it seems pretty extreme to kill both the father and the son.
What exactly is your reasoning behind all this? If you can justify killing Yuito, then I'm all ears.
There's no point trying to explain.
That's for us to decide!
What?
I've been wanting to tell you this for a while now, Kasane, but you are way too selfish. You make quick decisions and determine what needs to be done. Even when you lose your cool, you're able to compose yourself. I really respect those qualities. Yeah, I said it, I respect you. That's why I was able to accept you as my leader. But no, not this time. Why should you kill Yuito? Don't expect any help from me until you can give me a good, valid reason.
But...
Whoa there, Shiden. I think that's enough. Ah, the youth are so passionate. I like it. It looks like your passion got to her. Continuing to harp on her like that isn't going to get us answers.
Listen, Kasane, we have no idea what kind of things you're bottling up inside. We don't know the weight of it, or whether it's painful or not. The only thing we know right now is simply what happened to Naomi.
Saying that an explanation would be pointless means you have something you should say. Lucky for you, there are 4 open-minded people here ready to listen. I'm pretty sure there are different perspectives you can consider as well.
Tell us. We deserve to hear it.
Yes, we're all on the same team here.
I'm sorry.
So you're really not gonna tell us?
No! I just wasn't sure how to explain it, so I'm sorry I said it'd be pointless to tell you.
Well, if that was the case, then you should have said something.
I'm sorry. Oh, this apology is for making you jump to conclusions, so...
Yeah, I think I got that.
Hey, Shiden, come on. Let's try to relax a little, okay? It's great you're invested, and that's cool and all, but it's also lame at the same time.
Shut up! Anyway, if you're gonna tell us, then tell us already.
Okay. The first reason is what I felt at Kunad Gate. I felt something like the power of the red strings coming from it. The time portal that should be disappearing lingers because of Yuito's power. That's what made me believe what future Yuito said. The second reason is because of what Karin said. He knows that we went to the future.
He does?
Arashi, you were eavesdropping so you can confirm.
Yeah. From what was said in the future, I knew there was a good chance that Karin was involved in some way or another. He's at least aware that a time-traveling power exists and has accepted it.
The third reason is that the Seiran official said Yuito was involved.
I see. So for you, all your suspicions leading up to now were confirmed.
Yes. I mean, they're all just circumstantial, but it's all I have. I'm sorry.
You're apologizing for the wrong thing again. What we wanted was a fair explanation, and you provided one. You don't need to apologize for that. And it's thanks to your explanation, we came to understand exactly why you made your decision.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from now, but I still have a question. Why didn't you discuss all this with us?
I told you. I didn't have any definite proof, and I didn't think you'd believe me.
But I did. And everyone else here too. Some of it I'm still not convinced about, but I don't think all of it's a lie. It's proof that your way of thinking is wrong. That's why we should talk from now on. We have each other's backs here. That's what makes us a team.
I'm sorry.
There you go again.
Huh?
There's a different phrase you should be saying right now.
That's right. If you want to build trustful relationships, an apology isn't what's needed right now.
Oh. Thank you. Everyone.
It might be good to talk to Arashi. Kasane, good. Do you mind if I butt in? Haruka, you were listening? Yeah, I agree with everyone. So I want you to know you can always talk to me.
Well, that's a lot.
Friends, I've I've never wanted friends before, but there's a limit to what I can do or think of by myself. I'll try to rely on other people a little more.
vSimilar OS. To all members of OSF, this is a notification from the OSF Vision Simulator operation system. A new mission has been added to the Vision Simulator you can use to engage in lifelike combat training to proactively increase your battle abilities. If you wish to join the mission, please access the Vision Simulator via a device such as a TV. City of Seiron. You know, Seiron feels so much brighter as a city compared to Suo. What is it? More liberating? It makes you want to shout at the top of your lungs. Don't start shouting in Seiron. You'll be a nuisance. You can yell as much as you want, just make sure you do it in a healthy distance away from us. I don't want people to think we know you. Wow, why are you two so harsh? But you're right, Seiron does feel liberating somehow. Maybe it's because you can see the ocean from the city. The salty breeze feels nice too. That's true, but I'm sure that's not the only reason it feels so liberating. Oh yeah, we haven't seen Gemma in a while. Gemma. Okay. That already sounds interesting. Does this mean we'll meet up or something? I'll check it out. Explain yourself. Just what is going on here? Can you please explain all this to me? Did you really kill my father? Why are you trying to kill me too? I don't want to be your enemy without knowing why. If there is something that you just can't tell me, then let me know. I might be able to help somehow. Please, Kasane. This just isn't right. Wow, I'm actually gonna meet up with him or something? Or is we're just gonna talk about it? I don't know. We'll see. I have nothing to say to you. This will be interesting.
There. This doesn't solve everything, but at least he won't ask me about it. He's someone I may have to kill eventually. I need to make sure we interact as seldom as possible. Or else I might lose my nerve when the time comes. He's kind of strange. He's not like Naomi or Captain Seto. It's not like I found him especially interesting, so why couldn't I just ignore him? Oh well, he can't contact me anymore. For now, I just need to focus on Naomi.
So we failed the job that Seiron official gave us.
It was Kodama's fault. We couldn't help it. I never thought failing a mission would relieve me so much.
That wasn't much of a Bond episode, but okay. Let's see what's been Gemma up to. Oh wait, we were in... Oh no, I shouldn't disappear anyways. Kasami, let me... Oh, I'm afraid to move anything. Oh, okay, good. Kasami, let me thank you again for before. I hope we don't fight each other anymore. Lately, I found myself going to the abandoned subway a lot. I don't think I'll ever forget what happened there. I'm really sorry. Gemma, are you still blaming yourself for what happened to my sister? We should talk. We don't have to think about what sides we're on. If you're at the abandoned subway, then wait for me. I'm headed there now.
Kasane?
Gemma, did you read my message? I came to talk to you. It seems like you still feel responsible for what happened to Naomi. It isn't your fault she turned into another. There's no point in you blaming yourself.
You came all this way just to say that?
Well, you felt guilty enough to come all the way here.
You're right. It's probably presumptuous of me to think it was all my fault. Still, I can't forget what happened to her. It's sad to think this is how I behave after the decades I've fought.
I don't think it's sad, just surprising. I thought your experience would allow you to cope better than this.
That's what I thought. You don't have time to falter when a friend dies in battle. Our role as members of the OSF is to bottle up our feelings no matter what happens, and fight until the last other is killed.
But you haven't been able to control your emotions. Do you have any idea why?
I must be at my limit. I've lost too many friends. Friends of many years and rookies like Naomi. While everyone else lost their lives, I'm left standing here, my retirement drawing closer.
You make it sound like it's bad that you're alive.
I feel guilty. The young people with promising futures die, while someone like me with not many years left is allowed to live. That's why I was so committed to protecting the young members.
I know that you wanted to protect Naomi. However, there's no point in regretting the past that way. You're better off focusing on what needs to be done right here and now.
I know that.
Gamma, behind you! Good reaction.
The enemy was just weak. I can still fight for now.
What do you mean for now?
I'm old. I'll have to retire soon. When I retire, they'll stop administering the anti-aging drug. My body will begin to grow old and my power will gradually diminish. As someone who's had to rely on my power for decades to survive in battle, I'm a little worried about its strength diminishing.
I do remember reading something about that.
It might be the distant future for you, but it's just around the corner for me. Many retired soldiers have a hard time adjusting to civilian life after being in the OSF for so long. There are those who have nowhere else to go after society throws them out. No family or friends to rely on.
Are you saying you'll be one of them?
Yeah, I spent most of my life in the OSF. I can't do much other than fight. How is someone like that supposed to live outside the military? I'm ashamed to say that I'm afraid of that day coming. If I have to live on carrying these feelings for my fallen comrades, then I think I'd rather die in battle. I'm sorry. That was a stupid thing to say.
I don't understand. If you're serious about wanting to die, then I misjudged you. You say that you're the only one left alive, but it's not like you've survived this long on your own. Even my sister was worried about your health. And you just roll over and die? That's so selfish.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. I'm leaving. Goodbye. What is he thinking? Naomi was so concerned about him. It's not like I haven't thought about giving up my own life, if it could help save her. But that would only make her sad. I thought he would have figured that out.
Well, that was interesting. And, wow. For some reason, I actually thought he was gonna die right there. That would have been really, really interesting if they had him die in a Bond episode. Let's talk to Kyoka. Oh wait. Oh, okay. She's good actually. Rashi.
Oh, Kasane, perfect. Can you get me a soda from the refrigerator?
Sure, but I think it would be faster if you got it yourself.
I need my calories. Burning those calories with my power would be putting the cart before the horse. Don't worry, I'll pay you back. I don't know when, though.
That was easy. Ooh, increase recovery speed and guardian vision. Increases recovery speed of... Okay. Also, when you are attacked, there's a chance for a vision of Arashi to appear and block the attack, negating damage. Oh, that's actually really useful. Okay.
I think understanding you better will make our battles more efficient. Well, then I guess we both need to understand each other.
Actually, she still has her Bond episode. We should have shared our investigation on Karen with everyone sooner. I have a few things I need to own up to this time. Oh, you don't have anything. Call me when you actually have something. Jeez. Gosh.
Arashi, why are you sleeping here? Didn't you say you were going to check the SAS?
Arashi is currently in maintenance. Please wait until services resume.
Skipping out on work? Arashi, you bring lazy to a whole new level.
Shut up. People need to get plenty of rest or they can't work.
Plenty of rest. Oh, look at the time. It's almost time to eat.
No wonder I'm so hungry. What a stupid alert system.
Wow, so you can't even be bothered feeling hungry? Well, I was going out to eat. If you're hungry, then how about joining me?
Eat out? Listen, Rookie, the city is full of danger. You could find yourself surrounded by civilians or hounded by the crows.
Fans in the press. Must be tough being famous. Basically, you're saying...
It's a pain.
I thought so.
We don't need to go out. We have our rations. It gives us the minimum essential nutrients we need. Isn't that wonderful?
You care about efficiency that much?
Of course. And these rations can be eaten right away. It's my treat. Want to join me?
It seems like you're absolutely against going outdoors. Okay, let's eat here then.
Ah, this soda hits the spot. There is no better beverage in the world.
Glad to hear it. By the way, do these rations taste a little too salty to you?
You think so?
I'd understand if it were heavily seasoned, but I'm just getting a strong taste of salt. It's not very balanced.
That's surprising. I thought you were more like me and didn't really care about taste that much.
Now that you mention it, I don't think I used to care. I bet it's because of Naomi's cooking. My taste probably changed without me noticing.
She likes to cook too. Handmade hair clip, homemade cooking. She sounds like quite the homemaker.
She liked doing it since we were little. And I always helped with the taste testing.
I see. That's why these rations are not to your liking.
It's not that I don't like them. I just said it's not very balanced. It could just be that my palate is more refined now than it was before.
Good grief, are you really bragging to me about your sister right now? How are you two so close when you're not even related by blood?
Because my sister was so kind. There's no way I would have survived in that house without her.
Did something happen with your family?
I guess. Don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful they took me in. But my parents don't see me as family. Not Naomi, though. She's always been there for me, protecting me. And that's why I wanted to do everything in my power to protect her no matter what.
I don't know Naomi that well. We only got to fight together a short time. And this might come off as rude, but that hair clip and Naomi's cooking you hold so dear, I just don't understand their worth. However, hearing you tell me about them has helped me to get to know Naomi. You really found yourself a good sister.
Yes, I did. Thank you for the food.
Okay, we've gone through the chore of eating. Time to resume services.
Seems like you're ready to go back to work.
Before I forget, you can pay me back for the rations by helping me out with a little job later.
What?
Oh, just hearing you talk about Naomi, I sense that you're someone who has a strong sense of duty. When someone protects you, you protect them back. In other words, since I treated you to a meal today, you'd want to pay me back. Or else it wouldn't sit right with you. I'm really just doing it for your sake. I'll let you know what you have to do later. Now, I've got to go.
Oh, that's so unfair. Arashi! This must be what she had in mind the whole time when she said she'd treat me. She really got me. Nobody is better at slacking off than she is.
Oof, I've been bamboozled. And I got missed somebody. Oh, from Gemma. I shouldn't have said I wanted to die. I hope you'll let me apologize again. I've been feeling very unsure of myself lately. I was 8 years old when I was scouted. I lived in the OSF for a long time. I want all of you to have a life with no regrets. I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know how many regrets you've had in your life, Gemma. I'd like to ask if we get the chance, if you want to talk about it, that is. Yeah, ask me, someday. See you later. Arashi Spring, out of harm's way. You get yourself into trouble more than I thought you would, Kasane. You need to learn how to avoid that stuff. That being said, I do have the annoying job of running PR, which I hate, but continue to do. It's an example of what happens when you don't stay out of things. You do a good job for hating it so much. You're a totally different person when you do PR. I admire it a little. That's just experience. You'll be able to be all chipper in front of your cameras too. If you've been doing it since you were a kid, I don't recommend it, of course. Getting good at doing something you hate is nothing to be proud of. Oh, true. Just in case. Oh, where's Kyoka? I know Kyoka didn't have an episode, but just like Arashi would have if I just talked to her and something happens. Chuckle, Kasane, you can come talk to me whenever you want from now on. Oh, you don't have anything. Did you forget it? Huh. I'm surprised I'd be willing to thank someone. You don't have anything? Are you making fun of me? Then watch the news after this one. But yeah. So even the cool Kasane can act like a teenage girl. I'm a little relieved actually. Come on, you don't have anything? You shouldn't get people's hopes up. Haha. Okay.
Kasane, you've come to see me. Let me guess, you've finally fallen for this sly fox's charms.
Disturbing things do tend to stand out.
Ouch. I demand an apology and compensation. Therefore, I'd like you to come to Kikuchiba with me.
Kikuchiba? What are we going to do at a ruin overrun by others?
I mean, if I suggest we go to Musubi's for a talk, you'd just turn me down.
It doesn't matter where we do it. I hate meaningless conversations.
Just think about it. If there are others, we can fight. It wouldn't be meaningless if we were also gaining valuable fighting experience. If you don't want to talk, you can just focus on the fighting. That way, there's no wasted time.
I can't imagine I can improve my skills training with you. Our power disparity is too great.
Seriously? Come on, just humor me, would you? Please, Kasane?
Why does he want me to go with him? As irritating as this might be a good opportunity to finally get him to tell me about his past. Okay, if it's training, then I'll go with you.
That's the spirit. Don't let my graceful knife skills make you fall in love with me.
Since I'm absolutely not interested, could you fight invisible the entire time?
Damn, she's harsh. I like that about her.
There's no sign of any others.
What, really? They're usually everywhere. Of all the days they're not around.
This is no different than talking at the hideout. Let's go back.
Wait! We'd be wasting a trip if we just turned around and went home.
Fine.
Atta girl. Don't worry, I won't bore you. There's also something I wanted to show you.
What?
It's a surprise for later. Come on, this way. Well, our plans may have gone awry, but at least we can have some fun without getting interrupted by others.
Our goal was combat training. Having them around was the whole point.
Even you must have realized that the combat training was nothing more than an excuse. Oh, this really brings back memories. This area used to be a shopping district. I always came here with friends to blow off steam.
Now it's nothing but a bunch of sad rubble. Gives me a strange feeling.
I mean, I guess to someone young who wasn't around back then, this would look like nothing but a pile of rubble. Somewhere nobody lives anymore. Nothing left but visions. It's almost like the entire city has been left to haunt this area. I know it sounds absurd, but in a way, it's actually pretty funny.
He's doing it again. He's lost his levity. I wasn't just imagining it.
Oh, there it is.
An arcade game?
Not just any arcade game. You operate a crane to grab a prize, and if you manage to drop it down the hole, you get to keep it. This used to be real popular back in the day, especially with couples. This is why we came here. Let's see if it still works.
It's plugged in, but it's not responding. Maybe it's broken.
Wait. No, it's just locked. All right, time to use the hacking program I borrowed from Arashi.
That sounds illegal. This place may be in ruins, but are we allowed to just operate this and take its prize?
Don't worry about it. It's been left like this forever, so nobody's going to get mad if we take a prize or two. Oh, nice, it worked. Ha, look at that. Now tell me which one you want. I'll grab it for you.
There are only plushies. I don't really want any of them, but if I had to choose one, then that one, I guess.
Okay, say no more. Consider it yours. I used to play these games all the time back in the day. I'm basically an expert now. Start it up, turn here, and now!
You dropped it.
I'm not giving up yet. One more time. This time I'll get it for sure.
He hasn't even gotten a single one yet. At the rate this is going, I'll never be able to ask him about himself. Can I get a turn?
Okay, but this is more difficult than I thought it'd be. You know, I bet the store manager put the prize in a position where it's hard to get. Hey, you're cheating! All my hard work vanished like tears in the rain.
You brute forced a locked machine with a hacking tool. So who's the real cheater here?
Well, I suppose you're right. Okay then. I know this just started to feel like a date, but I think it's time we call it a day.
Oh, were you two together?
Oh boy. Looks like we're caught. Well, cat's out of the bag. I guess there's no sense in hiding our secret now.
Secret? What were you doing?
He thinks we were on a date, which I in no way wanted any part of. If it were a date, well, I'd call it a complete failure.
Kasane? Why would you say that in front of me? What part of it was a failure?
Naomi told me dates were supposed to be fun. That wasn't fun at all.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, you're a little too young to go on a real date anyways, and I am an old geezer. In fact, I'm old enough to have a kid your age. Now that I think about it, the Major here would be more suitable for me.
Then why don't you treat it like an outing with your daughter?
What's the fun in that?
It's not like I actually want to go on a date with him. I can't imagine it'd be more fun than this last one.
Whoa now, that sounds like a challenge to me. Okay, give me another shot.
Do whatever you want.
I'm glad you two are getting along so well.
There are a lot of things different about you, Kasane. I could say you're an unlikely woman.
Naomi always said I was easily misunderstood.
Yeah, I get that. You just say whatever is on your mind. I generally find staying quiet makes more friends, though. Oh well, that lack of control is one of your good features.
Not bad. Increases status recovery and guardian vision. We know what that is. Okay.
Hey, do you see how great I am now?
I don't know about great, but I do think I've come to understand you a little better.
Yeah, but no thanks. I wasn't having fun either. My kind of person is Kyoka here. Yeah. Or of course Kasane. You know, as Kasane, I want Kyoka. Oh yeah, the TV. Yeah, see what's on the news. Siren Revolution broadcast. This is the Siren Revolution broadcast. We have interrupted regular programming in order to deliver you the truth. We discovered and eliminated countless hidden cameras and surveillance devices installed around Seiron. This is irrefutable evidence of government monitoring. The broadcast of this channel will be suspended due to the technical difficulties. This is the Siren Revolution broadcast. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna do any of these training missions because they're pretty pointless. Last time I tried them. You don't really get anything significant out of them, I don't think. I'm gonna check the shop real quick. Oh, new products. Let's go to battle. No, weapons. Oh, this is for Kasane. And I'll have 3 more power. Sounds good. Oh, that's cool. So, I unlocked it ahead of time. Not bad. What? I can also unlock her weapon too. It's I saw that, a Proghorn 94. It's a side though. Doesn't increase her power by 3 though, so that's good. I think I'm about to do that side mission just to get her weapon. I kind of want to get the shooting star. It's just 3 points extra damage, which is almost like nothing, but I don't know. I think I'll stick with what I got for now, because I might come across some more side missions. Because I did come across the other 2 that already have theirs, you know. I'm just gonna read about her side mission once again. Oh, it's been a long time since I played that game. It makes me feel young again. You ended up using your psychokinesis on me though. Oh, that game might still be around here somewhere. The one where you hit a drum along with a rhythm. Do you know it? I'd love to show you how good I am at with those sticks. With the sticks. I don't know that game, and I don't want to see it. I don't care about your silly stick skills, Kagero. There's the cold shoulder. You shouldn't call it silly until you've seen it. Oh, well, we should do this again sometime. I forgot where I was going. Oh, this, okay, quest. This is right here. Use combo vision. Okay, rat rut. Where the heck are the rat ruts? Just gotta go to the library. Enemies. Rat rut, rat rut. Oh. Oh, those guys? Okay, so I just have to use her. I gotta defeat or use. Abandon subway line 9. Yeah, I think I could do that real quick before entering the next main. Rat rut, okay. Abandon line 9. I didn't look which one it was. I just looked at the location, kinda. Inside abandoned line or a subway station. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna do this side real quick.
Kasane, I think we could take out all the others by running them over with the train.
Move it. No, what the heck? Okay.
Let's click through! It's over.
I found something.
What kind of attack was that?
That other is our target.
I'm using it.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you. You're good with SAS.
I think.
Next, you'll need to take out all the nearby enemies. Good luck.
I like the attack she's doing.
Keep your guard up.
You didn't need me.
Oh, I see one right there. Okay, I'm gonna cut the video right here, and then we'll just move on straight from this video on to the next. So, see you in a bit. A little break.